is 9 News Now.
It's time for this morning's Living Well headlines. According to a new study, loneliness could lead to poor health in old age. Roughly 3,000 adults with few social connections were less likely to describe their physical health as good or excellent. Those who felt socially isolated, even if they had friends and family, also tended to report poor physical and mental well-being. When it comes to fertility treatment, implanting a single embryo may be a woman's best bet. A new study shows a single embryo was the cheapest and most effective way for those women to have a healthy baby. The findings counter fears that relying on just one embryo could drive up treatment costs and reduce a woman's chances of giving birth to a full-term baby. Let's go to Jessica Doyle now. What do you have?
Hey, Andrea. Some simple maintenance around your home could keep you from throwing money out the window. With us now with some advice is Hugh Sutherland. He's president of House Doctors Handyman Service in Alexandria. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now let's take a look at some of the stuff you brought with you today to show us. We have this piece of wood right here that looks like it's in terrible shape. What's the deal?
This is a piece of wood that came off of a house over in Alexandria that has just been neglected. It never had any caulk on it. It lacked paint, and because of that, the weather got to it and has started deterioration, and consequently, termites have started to work their way in as well.
So this is a very costly repair to find this stuff and then rip it out and then replace it. What can you do to prevent this kind of damage on your home?
This could have been taken care of at a fraction of the cost that it's going to take to replace it. With some caulking properly applied, as well as yearly maintenance on paint and that kind of thing, it would have taken care of, prevented this rot.
A lot of houses have draft problems in the windows and the doors. Now, there are some really simple solutions to taking care of that, so you're not just throwing your energy money out the window. What are these items that you brought with you?
I brought 2 items with you this morning. This is weather stripping that you can put around your doors or windows that's going to provide energy going in your home. For example, the summer heat that's coming, or in the wintertime that we're just finishing up the cold air coming in. Another place that people tend to forget about is the light sockets in their homes do allow air and elements to come in. And these are foam strips that you can put in your light sockets to prevent air from coming in and going out.
And that's not something that a lot of people, I imagine, think about, that they could get drafts from their own light sockets. They just pop those in. Very, very economical.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that I've never seen before. This is from a person's dryer. And what's inside? What do you find inside of this?
Oh, there's all kinds of goodies in there. But this is the lint that comes out of the clothes that you're drying in your dryer. And it tends to add up, and you can see here there's a pretty big deposit here. It allows your dryer to operate inefficiently by having this clogged up like this, but even worse, it's a fire hazard.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Now, how do you take care of this? Because this isn't just something that you go out back, yank it off the wall, and try to clean this out yourself.
Right. Yeah, there's a special tool that we use that we can go in through the outside, almost like a snake, that we can bring in and pull the contents out and blow it clean for you.
Now, obviously, one big bill that we face all the time is our water bill, and conservation is really, really helpful as a homeowner to keep your costs down. What is this product that you brought with you here? This
is a high-efficiency water valve that you can pick up at your local home supply store. It cuts down the water coming out by about 50% in your faucet. However, the effect, the end result is that you can't tell any difference in the pressure. It's still a great shower, and you're saving water.
How much does something like this cost in the ballpark?
That was about $15.
Wow. And the water pressure, you think, is just the same as if you didn't have that in the first place?
It's identical. Yes, it is. It's great.
So some of these will save you lots of money. Drafts, that could be 25-30% of your energy bill?
That's, 25 to 30% off. Just a good caulking around your house and a good seal.
Well, these are some great tips for people to think about as they walk around their home. Now they're going to look around, see all those drafty windows, and think, I have to do something about that.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming today and sharing some of these tips.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Andrea?
All right, Jessica, and still to come on 9 News Now, a celebrated